Hello class, this is Dr. Young. I will be your instructor for this session. Welcome to Western Civilization 1. This short video will be helpful for you as we go over some of the important details for the class. So the first thing I want to do is I want you to look at under Start Here. Uh, Review the folders because they're important. There are 2 textbooks that are required. Click on to that link and it will show you the books that are necessary for this class. So I'm going to go back and I want to look over the syllabus and the course schedule. The course syllabus is a lengthy document. Included in the course syllabus is the course schedule. And so I'm going to move on down. We'll go over the other things in just a second. This course schedule here is an actual listing for you for each week. This is really important. This is about a 7-week class. It is very easy to fall behind. And so it's really important that you kind of stay focused and use some kind of a scheduling system because it will work fantastic for you. So under the Start Here, there is a course schedule. You can see it here. So you click on to that and you can print that. This is just nothing more than the schedule itself telling you what you need to be doing and when you need to be doing it. So for example, our first week, you need to do some introductions, introduce yourself to the class, go over the folders and Start Here, and then begin to do your assignments. And of course you'll see where your assignments will begin. It's for example, it says review week 1, read chapters 1 and 2, and also read in the reader, which is your primary document book. So there's quite a bit to do this first week, and then of course every week after that. So I want to go back and I want to go over something about the syllabus. So let's bring the syllabus up for a second, and we're going to look at the components of the class. Okay, there's only, like I said, 7 weeks. So it's not long, so you need to really keep focused in on this. So I want to talk about the discussions. They're really important. Discussions are very important to the class because it's the only way that you and I and each of the members of our class can interact with each other on an academic level. If you were in a classroom, we'd be doing questions and answers each class time. So instead, this is an online class, we have to use the discussion board. So there are certain rules that I need you to pay attention to. And so I'm going to highlight these rules. You have until Thursday to reply, or post to the question. I'm going to ask you a question. So let me just show you, I think that'd be easier. So let's go back to let's go back to week number 2, because week number 2 is really where we begin the discussion board itself. The first week is simply discussions. So under your reading and resources, you have an instruction page, week 2 instruction page. And this again will spell out what you have to do for that week. Okay, so if you look at the bottom of the page, it will have a discussion section. I give you background to the question, and then I ask you some questions. Using your textbook and lecture notes, come up with an answer to a question. What do you think are some similarities and differences between Mesopotamian and Egyptian civilizations? So this is what you need to post by Thursday night. And then of course there's another question dealing with the Code of Hammurabi. So you actually will have 2 questions each week that you have to post. So that has to be done by Thursday night. Then your replies. You need to make 3 replies. It says 2 to 3, but it's really 3 that we're referencing because you need to reply to me. So you need to do 2 replies. one on each day. You cannot reply on the same day. The replies have to be made on 2 separate days. So you could actually reply if you wanted to on the Thursday when you actually post, but then you have to come back and reply to another student, and then you have to engage me as well. So that will be the 3 replies. So again, let's just go over this. First, you need to post by 11:59 p.m. on Thursday night. Then you need to reply to 3 people, 2 students and me, which is 3 people. And you need to make those replies on 2 separate days. So I would suggest that you post on Thursday, then reply to someone, then come back and read what I have said, because I might engage what you have said, or I might engage somebody else. Then you can reply to someone else and also reply to me. So that would be 3 total. Now if you don't reply to me, if you don't engage me, you're going to lose 5 points in your reply grade. You're going to lose 2 points if you don't reply on 2 separate days. So this is extremely important that you understand exactly what the rules are to help us really have a good, solid discussion. So again, discussions are very, very important when we do this kind of work. So basically, that's the most important. And I guess the other thing I should say is when you look at your discussion, it will tell you, again, to remind you that discussions have to be, okay, initial posts have to be between 300 and 500 words. So when you answer the questions that I ask you by Thursday night, they have to be between 300 and 500 words. But your replies have to be at least 150, which means you need 2 replies to 2 students, and they both of them, not each, both of them have to be 150 words. So one can be 70, the other one can be 80 or 90, and then of course replying to me. That's basically it. There's work to be done through this session. You're going to see writing topics. I will send you additional information. There will be videos available in terms of how to do that, the midterm and the final. But again, one of the things I want to stress to you as we begin our course, please make sure you stay focused and organized. That's the most important thing in a class that is this short. Stay organized, and the way to do that is either by using your course schedule, using your weekly discussion pages, and also using your calendar, which will also help you as well. The calendar will tell you when things are due. If you have any questions, please email me. I want you to be successful. I'm excited that you're here with us in our online class. It's a little family, and I want you to do real well. So again, to do that, keep organized and communicate, and you'll be fine. Have a good session.